was able to break down the map veto on the desk. You know, this is a map that DarkZero have shown all. It's the Monty first for ForFun, and second of all, it will be this in these first 6.
Undeniably so, and a run out from Mike W, the highest rated player on 1 of 30, a top 10 rated player against really tough competition, but consistency was his bigger issue. He would have excellent games, then would fall off the wagon. And the follow-up there. Silo will be on the board first, but beyond that, it's DZ having their way with this defense. Wolfsburg still frozen in this position inside a freezer. It's up to him and Bino. Most of the focus from DarkZero very wisely has been clearing that top floor, and oh boy, have they ever cleared or prolonged the inevitable is anybody's guess, Jesse. It looks like they might have their hands full over on reading door. C4 goes out. Bino still tucked into this position. A wanted man being hunted down. And I was going to say, DZ's a bit of a slower team. We saw this unfold during kickoff. We saw this during the major itself. There goes Kino. And for some reason, DZ have put 2 of their players in harm's way with all active. The problem is that you can't really commit a lot to flank watch here when you're limited on time and you're limited on man count. If DZ had the numbers advantage, yeah, sure, that's possible. NJR will find Mike W while Bino down below makes some calls for the Nitro Cell lined up in the hands of Silo, who himself is a whisper away from the death. This is more winnable for DZ than it sure appeared, Jesse, and with 30 seconds to go, the only thing DZ has to wrestle with is the pace of the round.
2 Nitro Cells and the Pulse down below. I need to reiterate that part, but there is no plant spot that's perfectly safe on this site.
Have to maybe go for the table. That would be my guess, as now NJR and Fultz are fishing for something. Silo still living on borrowed time. He has not exposed himself. Down goes Fultz. Silo traded out. 5 seconds to go in the round. They found Packer. Bino will now need to stop it with the Nitro Cell. Does the defuse kit get planted? No, they've surrendered it. And DZ, a lack of coordination, are not able to. He could be a stab in the back and completely derail DZ. There we go. It was a bit of an ugly shot, but he manages to take down Fultz, and it might have thrown some dissension in the ranks of DarkZero.
Yeah, that's a huge problem for DZ. Now they know they just lost their sends. You talked about how good it was for the execute, and you're absolutely right, but it won't be a factor here. They're just going to have to go hit site, fight the 4v4 on the main bomb site, because they can't worry about the player above.
And down goes Wolfsburg. Mike W finished off. There's DZ coming alive. 2 very swift kills. Packer has his hands full as the defuse kit getting planted by Kino. Not just the objective dog. Kino's got 4 kills to his name as well, Jesse. Packer finished off by Newers. Newers yet to die. Same with NJR. These immortal players on DarkZero will need to be handled if ForFun wants a more competitive match. Bino and Silo now frozen outside of this bomb site, and Bino knows for good measure he's got to cross 3 bodies staring in his direction. It'll leave Silo to try and get to the site, but he's outdone. No, we won a championship without this operator being busted. That's great, but, do what's best for you and your team. And right now, DZ immediately throws ForFun on the ropes. 2 very fast kills on the side of DarkZero. Fultz gets traded out. Wolfsburg dies as well. Kino keeping up his terrific play. Jesse, the support player, who had a good kickoff, but wasn't anywhere near the top of the standings in Salt Lake, now finds his 6th kill. NJR will get on the board as well, and it's all up to Bino in a 1v4 as the logic bomb goes off. Oh, Bino, you are in so much trouble. Far 4-4 fun. Mid-round, though, that's where things get a little tough. Nice shot by NJR.
How do they collapse onto this? If they get a burp pick, that'll be so big for DZ.
And Kino went fishing, and he'll land a big one, bringing it up to the bow. Down goes Bino. Bino yet to get a kill in this matchup. He's the only one held off the score sheet so far. There's no real auxiliary support right now. It's going to rest more on the shoulders of Silo and Mike W, but they're getting picked apart. It's Silo in a 1v3 now, as Packer is also outdueled. Newers walking in with that new assault rifle in the hands of the Dokkaebi. Tucked into the corner, you had some ideas about this Dokkaebi. Newers using her so successfully. 6-0, 3 logic bombs still in pocket. Why not use it? At that point in time, there's 15 seconds left. He dies to Silo. That's utility wasted. Now Kino and NJR will need to hold this one down. Kino will shorten the round. Diffuse kit going down. NJR posted up mailbox. The man is as good as ever in that position. He's looking to go out of this round without a death. He and NJR, or he and Newers, not dead yet. Newers obviously breaking that streak, so now it's all up to NJR to stay alive. Silo wanders in. NJR the final kill. This
one for a plant position, but that's no issue for Kino. He is here with the shield on his back and start the plant. 4 players up for ForFun. Someone's got to do something, and it's Packer.
And nobody's watching. Kino gets taken down. How does this happen? Packer now ascending the stairs. He looked to retake that middle portion. Silo on the board. DarkZero's been really good from about the 45-second remaining mark onward. That is not the case here in this round. Fultz still holding some of that control. Will now get rid of Packer to a 3v3. These teams will go with very limited time. NJR holding that cross, a position that we know is about as familiar as it gets. A nice swing by J90 on the silo. Does he find Volspur? He'll pick up that defuse kit. He has another in freezer. Losing the duel. Bino will survive. Unless Fultz can win the engagement, he will not.
4-2 so far at the half, Leo. Exactly what you want to see if you're...
Well, they remove Azami, which makes sense on Cafe. It's a given, right? Just for
But opportunities, if they can find that entry, and an opportunity freebie. Kino not knowing the angle exactly how he wanted, and Packer will find it.
End of the world. The question will be, what can they translate this to? Bino confronted with double magnets put up on the top of White Stairs. Down goes Fultz, so the entry for ForFun in mighty good shape. J90 will greet Bino quite handily. He has another lined up. Will he take the engagement, or does J90 scamper off of this spot? I already like what we're seeing for ForFun here, Jesse. It certainly looks like they're about to break this streak, and all they need to do is find Newers.
Spots out the bomb, and of course they're going to know where this last player is too, as they start to eliminate these rooms. Newers needs a free pick, and there's the first.
Well, as long as he can isolate these engagements, he'll be in a good spot. And I mean, it's also the Blackbeard that you take down, so that's really nice to get rid of the shield operator. Fortunately, they now know where he is, and they're going to close in on him. Mike W gets the final kill as...
The Valkyrie, usually he runs the Aruni on this site, so changing things up a little bit might catch them off guard. It's a Nitro, but it doesn't quite land where he wants it to. It's a distraction for the run out, even better. Bino gets the kill with the trade, and then his nade actually finds Newers, so somehow it's a double for the captain and man advantage for the underdogs here in round 8.
Mike W taking down Bino, the second highest rated player during kickoff for 1 of 30. And he's found himself a third kill, Jesse, as he's running riot over this DarkZero team. They had a triumphant first half, but DZ is about to lose the lead that they built up. Bino with 3 kills, now getting the defuse kit down. J90's position announced, and Silo will get the final kill. We have a tie game. Make the major, but... Again, Volspur was somebody that we talked about quite a lot. He's having a bit of a quiet game here. 4-6, his scoreline. Leadoff pick by Silo to go even. Mike W in the ground. 8.
Ball back towards the site, ready for this 4v4.
NJR will find his second literally the moment you finish talking. Jesse, down goes Volspur 2. DZ not wanting to forfeit any more of these defender rounds to their opponents. They've allowed 1 of 30 to maintain a pulse, but that's about it, because the pulse check that's about to happen, it's going to find out that this attack from ForFun will be dead on arrival. 1 of 30's old team struggled with the closeout of maps. ForFun now might have this same issue, same core, different organization that they're playing under. And this ForFun team is yet to lead here on Cafe, Jesse. Round number 1 went to DarkZero, immediately tied up by ForFun. DZ went on a run, ForFun went on a run. They've never been able to overcome their 2 games during Salt Lake City. So depth is always a good thing. And again, we said this in the first half. Oh my goodness. We said this in the first half, Jesse.
4th round in a row. DZ yet to go top floor or into kitchen. Almost a freebie. They find it eventually. Volspur lands the headshot onto Fall.
Sees the Monty, what does not do much to Bino, and now gets more information, hoping that Bino, when he turns to go towards that white door, gets picked apart. Newers gets him with a Nitro cell. Super Shorty is out. There's immediate follow-up from Newers. A nice 1-2 punch from DarkZero there to save themselves a headache that would have come should ForFun have favored
them. They want to drop this hatch from Piano straight into sight. It's aggressive from NJR, and it pays off. He'll hit double digits in a 3v1 for Mike W.
And Mike W gets nothing. Kino with yet another DZ back to their winning ways. That is a great question. They might be locked out of a freezer drop.
They got it, I'm pretty sure. He had 8 when he called for his teammates to find it, so they should be fine.
Thank goodness. Our attention was focused a little bit elsewhere. Kino will pick up his 10th kill, breaking double digits, joining NJR and Newers. Down goes Newers at the hands of Silo and a drop into freezer, as you are correct. They have opened that hatch up. They're going to go for the death drop, and we call it that because usually you end up dying. Volspur understood the mission. He died at the hands of J90. Scorpion being unloaded into the freezer. It'll leave Bino in a do-or-die situation. He's hoping for coverage over on White Stairs. Down goes Fultz. No more gas canisters available should there have been any in pocket. Silo drop. There goes J90. NJR is gone as well. It's Kino to save the day. Mike W will look to watch over top of Bino. And Bino's gonna get the job done himself. Okay.
But he gets a little bit of an angle still, maybe? Not ideal.
Yeah, I don't think that's the case. I think that was a swing and a miss there, Jesse. Newer's on the board first, immediately traded off by Stylo. How many times have we seen a Snake very selfishly refrag? That's the name of the game for this operator at this current point in time, and with the FAMAS in hand, that thing can just absolutely shred. We've seen it since Snake was added to the operator pool. Nice play by J90, almost finds 2 targets. He'll settle for 1 at this point as NJR cleans up what remains of Silo.
They just don't have the tools to win this round. They're hunting for a miracle.
Yeah, I mean, a miracle is really all they can hope for at this current point in time. Down goes Mike W. A really disappointing series for him as DZ ends up winning this 7-5. I mean, that last round was a bit deflating for these ForFun guys.
DarkZero take it 7-5. Maybe got a little hairy towards the end there, but the major champs come out and take the win. We're standing by with, well, one of those major champs now. Newers is ready to go. Congratulations on starting out the stage with a win. Tell me a little bit about what these last couple of weeks have been like. You lift the trophy and then all of a sudden you have to prep for a stage. Have you guys been working hard prepping? Has it been a little bit of a break? Tell me what this has been like for you.
I mean, it's been a lot. We obviously know everyone's seen what we do during those games, so we had to switch up a lot of stuff and a bunch of different micros and stuff. So it was a lot of work, but in the end, it was definitely a good couple weeks.
Well, Newers, I want to congratulate you on the win. Obviously, I want to see more of a smile from you. I know you got those pearly whites going. I think he's frozen now. No way he's staring down me like that.
Oh, no.
We said it before, they have the potential to contend with some of the best of NA, and honestly, they've done it. You know, they brought certain rounds back. I think Bino especially.
Bino, for sure.
He brought 3 rounds back, a 1v3, the 1v1 with a Monty as well. Impressive.
I mean, and you don't necessarily want to rely on someone to have a pop-off performance, have pop-off rounds, but especially when your IGL's doing it, Bino's getting 3Ks back-to-back, keeping you guys in the series, keeping it going. I mean, it definitely speaks into existence that these guys still are keeping it competitive, that they aren't just rolling over. I mean, a lot of the opening kills, they were getting some going into their favor. Again, I think the biggest thing for me and something that you were